Let's look at our weekly poll now. Joining me, Peter Lewis from Essential Media Research. Pete, the two-party result, pretty similar to what we've seen over the last couple of months.
That's right. We've actually got the Liberals finishing the year ahead 52-48 on two-party preferred. They hit that last week. It's the best result since John Howard was Prime Minister, so they finished the year in good shape. Primary votes steady, 46 Coalition, 38 Labor, 10 to the Greens, 7 to the Independents. Those sort of primary votes have been pretty consistent, as you say, over the last couple of months.
Yeah, those primary votes very, very close. What about the leaders, Peter? You've got, in terms of the approval ratings, Tony Abbott, Julian Gillard. It seems, again, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, look, different stories. If we go back to the point where there was a leadership change in July, Julian Gillard today is 43 approval, 40 disapproval. That's a 3-point positive. But that's an 18-point deterioration in her position from the point at which she took over at the leader, at which point it was 48% approval, 27% disapproval. So in terms of Gillard's 6 month, it has been a tough time, as everyone sort of recognises. For Abbott, it's basically been a fairly solid year. He started the year at 37 approved, 37 disapproved. He's gone up 2 points in each of those over the 12-month period. And of course, there's been a few thrills and spills in between.
We're going to look at the year ahead with our panel shortly. First, though, with you, Pete, the number that you've got for the outlook for 2011, both on economy and on family. Things are pretty optimistic, it seems.
Yeah, look, people are finishing the year, unlike maybe some of us around politics, feeling pretty good about the world and thinking that next year might be a little bit better than this year. So, on an issue like the economy, we've gone from 48% say it'll be a good year. Only 41% last week said that last year was a good year. On you and your family overall, 51% think it's going to be a good year. And again, that's significantly better than the number 43% who thought last year or the year we've just finished was good for their family. So a bit of a feeling that there could be some better times around the corner. And I guess the government may be hoping to share in a bit of that Christmas goodwill.
Indeed, it will be. The big story to finish the year is Wikileaks, Pete. Some really fascinating dynamics to this, the international support behind Assange and the way the government's handled it. You've got some interesting numbers on that today.
Look, I think this is the first published polling on Assange, and we were really interested to see what came out. We asked 3 questions. The first was, do you support his work with Wikileaks and the role of media organisations in releasing the organisation? A resounding yes, 2 to 1, 53% approve, only 25% disapprove. So in terms of public support, we might just be creating a bit of a folk hero in Julian Assange. When you ask about the government's handling, there is disapproval of that. 46% disapprove, only 32% approve. And that really relates to the really tough line the government, the Prime Minister in particular, took to Assange, who, after all, is probably the highest profile Australian citizen around the world right now. Finally, we asked the question, if Assange is arrested by America or another country, do people expect the Australian government to render assistance? And again, an overwhelming majority of people say, yes, we do. So there's going to be some, really interesting calls if this continues down the course it looks like it's taking.
Well, Pete, that's our last chat for 2010. It's been an absolute pleasure this year. Look forward to catching up early next year, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Kieran. It'll be nice to have a bit of a break from polling for a few weeks.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the break, mate, and the cricket and the tennis and all that else that comes with summer.